Hi everyone, this is Lady T with your Leo July 2020 reading. I just wanted to say before we get started, thank you so much for all the love and support that you've given to the channel. Please like, share, and subscribe, and please help me to continue to grow. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to look at the tarot messages first, and then we'll get into the oracle messages that I have here for you. First message, center energy, is the Tower. Potentially an ending, a change to a situation, perhaps a change ending to some kind of pattern or behavior that's been going on. And the reason why I say that is you've got the Empress energy that's crowning. And that tells me that you're standing in your power. You've learned a great deal during this time. And you are definitely not about anything that you've already gone through. You're done with any of nonsense, right? Any of the negativity, anything that does not serve you. You're not feeling it. Your undermining energy is the Page of Wands. And what I like about the imagery on here, she's playing a flute. A flute. And she's sitting here with her dragon, who's, just chilling beside her. And for some reason, the music is calming her. She's getting messages from the music is what I'm hearing. As she plays it, she's actually getting messages from spirit, or, just messages. But what I like about this card that I think is really interesting is, she's naked for one. She's got some kind of fruit. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a pomegranate, an apple, some kind of unique fruit. But to me, it looks very poisonous. It's a poisonous kind of energy, this devil here. And so the other message I'm getting with that is obsessive thinking, and wanting this energy here is wanting to, end this stability, this stable situation, either with another individual or end your stability. It's very interesting energy that I'm getting off of these cards here. So let's go ahead and get to the oracle messages so we can see if we can get any more insight into this. The first thing that I thought was very interesting was your first oracle message, which is spiritual warrior. And with the spiritual warrior card, I'm getting that the individual on here is standing in their Empress energy, right? They are armed with spirit. And so they're ready for whatever is getting ready to happen, because they're standing in their strength. And that energy flows from spirit into their heart and back out. So it's a continual exchange in that relationship with spirit. And here it says the spiritual warrior's only armor is the strength and power of his heart. But you see the energy here. That's a lot of power. And you also see it in the hands too. So this individual has a lot of power that flows through them from a spiritual end of things. Here we have next, falling awake. Now, to me, this is someone who has, felt really in despair, heartbroken about a situation because of the way that they are crying into their arms kind of thing, holding themselves because they can't believe what's happened kind of thing. In the imagery here, it says, when a situation falls apart, your darkest hour becomes the dawn of your awakening. So as you go through, and the mind, the thought that's coming to the mind is the heartbreak, and then the journey or the catalyst for the awakening and, the healing process. But part of that is also the dark night of the soul happening to transform the situation or, the people involved kind of thing. Here we have Sovereign King. And you see here, this is somebody who is, really in their power. You see the determination and the excuse my French, don't fuck with me look on their face. And that's really, standing in their strength, standing in their power is coming through in the card here. What it says here, I think, is really important. Claim your sovereign self and seize the throne of your own life. So the message here is standing in your power, just as this Empress is doing, standing in your sovereign power as an individual, and then moving forward in that, and really understanding that you have the sovereign reign in your life. You decide how this is going to go, not anybody else. Next, we have shine. Now here we've got the light coming through and into the crown chakra. And so to me, that is that spiritual connection here, filling this individual with light and love, and all of the energy that spirit gives you when you are connected. Shine. Allow nothing to dim the light within you. Allow yourself to shine. And again, when you step into that Empress energy, you're like, you know what? I'm not. You're not phased. You're not bothered. Because the where your everything comes from. It comes from spirit, and you don't have the same kind of worries that other people would let them would be worried about, only because of your relationship with spirit and you understanding things on a deeper level than a lot of people would. Here we have artisan. And again, I swear, I just did two other signs, Cancer and Virgo. And I know Virgo got this card, but Cancer and Virgo had a combination of these cards. So you might want to look at your chart, because I swear you got Virgo and Cancer in there. But here we have basically you using the wisdom and the lessons that you've learned throughout your life. Because it says here, the resourceful self-made artisan brings attention to detail and follows through to the best of his ability. So you are taking everything that you've learned, and bringing that with you as you move forward. That attention to detail, that creativity, your authentic way of doing things, letting your light shine, all of that. Financial flow. So this is the abundance starting to come into your life because you realize who you are. You realize you are in control of your life, nothing else. You are not in control of anyone else, but you are most certainly in control of your life, because you have that level um, of connection with spirit. So you understand how things work. And so you're stepping into that abundance because you've learned a great deal and you're putting it into practice. Now here, just as I told Virgo, this card came out for Cancer, but I also said it in Virgo. Here is a life review. Again, doing these introspective reflection of events in life and looking at just about everything from your childhood up to the present moment, to see the patterns and to see how things have really played out in your life, to understand more. It's really been a very interesting journey for you. 17, compassion. So really this is having compassion for yourself and then also having compassion for others. Next, we have Universal Mother, which that always, this picture here, this card always makes me think of Mother Gaia, but it makes me think of Mother Gaia at night in particular because of the darkness on the card and then all of the shooting star kind of thing, right? But you also birthing creativity is another message that's coming through on that. Here we have clearing your space. And I don't know, when I look at this card, the imagery, the way the imagery is, it's like the wind blowing through and clearing out things. To me, it's also, this could be spiritual spirits, that have been on you now being cleared off of you. There's so many messages that are coming through. The other thing too is you want to protect your energy. That's another one. Also, this card, Sanctuary, this is the comfort and peace that you have when you know that you are a child of spirit, and that spirit's got your back. You know that you can have sanctuary in spirit when you need it. And that's a very comforting thing. Next, you have resilience. And you see here, this is some kind of, structure, cave kind of thing. It actually looks like a very, very intricately built kind of structure that has many, many tunnels in it. But the thing about this tunnel is that the further you go back, it is not lit. So you've had to have some serious resilience to make it through this tunnel. Because there have been a lot of times when you were totally in the dark and had to like just have faith that you were going to make it through. And spirit was with you, by the way. Um, Here, I thought it was interesting. This is called the Breaking Free card. And to me, because you see, half the face and the brain here, and then the other half, I get a couple of messages here. I get number one, taking off the mask so that you can be your authentic self, and then also from the imagery down here. But the other thing too, I just had another thought, but it went out as quickly as it came in. Um, Let me think for just a moment. The other message I'm getting too is your thoughts, cleaning up your thoughts because your thoughts have taken you in places, or um, you've been taken in places via your thoughts. Invasion is almost the imagery I'm getting here with all of these things sort of like aimed towards that person. Um, and so for a while, I can say, and maybe you still are struggling in this area because this came in reverse. So again, another message of protect your energy, understanding that the thoughts coming your way are not yours. Very important for you to know that. Next, we have connection, and just knowing that you are connected to somebody else. And just, I mean, it's interesting. I really didn't pay attention to this card. One of the other signs got it. I want to say that was Cancer too. Um, yeah, because they had it in the reverse. And how, it's been a journey because these vines and this greenery has had time to grow. So this connection is not um, uh, uh, a connection that is new. This is old. This has been a very deep, long connection that's been through many life cycles, is the message I'm getting there. Next, we have Let It Be. And this is probably hard for you, Leo, because Leos are used to controlling things. They're the king of the jungle. They're used to having control in situations. Um, but in this situation, it's really calling you to let it be. Stop trying to figure out what happened, why it happened, because I want to say that's leading to that devilish energy, the thoughts kind of thing, overthinking, overanalyzing. And that's probably creating a lot of stress for you too, a lot of confusion as well as other people's energy doing that. So you've got trust the universal wisdom. Let it be. There is more to this situation than meets the eye. Set aside the need to know to control outcome. You may be surprised by what happens. And so, really, your spirit team and everyone else is just asking you to go ahead and trust at this time. Trust that they've got your back. Trust that they are going to give you the guidance needed if you need to take any action, and not having the fear, because that's the other thing that I'm getting with this card too. Yeah. Um, you've been caught up in your head quite a bit. And so really fighting through that because, it's almost like, there's been seeds planted in your mind kind of thing, and you've been fighting that for a very long time. and having the trust and faith and confidence and spirit that they've got your back, to see you through this, and that, whatever's going to be the outcome is going to be for your highest good. So have no fear, kind of thing. Next, your heart is safe. So really, one of the things that, you may have gone through as a situation, that was, very hurtful, very surprising, some kind of ending that, you really weren't necessarily prepared for. But you had to take the necessary action anyway, and stand in your resilience, to move forward in a way that you felt was necessary. And in doing so, you had to heal your own heart. So now you are being asked to have an open heart, so that, whatever, needs to come in to, for you, speaking of the financial abundance kind of thing, you are in a place to receive it. Here, put down your defenses, let go of fear of vulnerability, open your heart to receive the love of others, allow yourself to have new experiences. So this is really, about, not letting any past hurts cause you to be, um, you know, defensive, to the point where you won't allow love back in. So just remember that, because you've got some good things coming your way, and spirit just wants you to be assured of that. And then here we have enjoy healing laughter. So again, really, having some fun, really laughing, feeling good, raising your vibration while you do that, and just understanding that spirit's got your back. You can walk in peace, love, and joy, and you can have some fun right now, because you need it. You're tired from this particular, period in your life, and so this is really going to help you, at this time. So here we have first message, from the Divine Inspiration Oracle cards. And I think this is the first video I've called these cards out in. I usually call the other cards out, which in this video I didn't call half of them out. So I put the boxes up here. So I use the Crystal Visions Tarot, the Rainbow Oracle, the Mystical Journey Oracle, the Opal Oracle, and the last one here is Divine Inspiration, Oracle cards. So first one, forgive. Really releasing, any of the negativity that you have been in, that you've been struggling with, so that you can really, step into your authenticity without carrying any baggage with you. Here we have release any anger, guilt, hurt, and pain. It is now time to forgive. Forgiveness is the road to recovery. So as you forgive, you will feel lighter. You will stop, sort of going round and round, in your head, kind of thing, wanting to understand what happened here and why this happened. Having some ideas, of course, of what happened here, but just really, um, just letting go and forgiving. You've got to do that not for the other person, or the others or the situation, but more so just for yourself, right? Here we have helping. Give a little time to help others in their moment of need. So somebody could be coming to you wanting your help, and your spirit team is encouraging you to have, um, you know, um, trust, have an open heart, um, really, perhaps being a sanctuary for somebody, and helping others, because if you are able, are you in a position to help others, then, that's why you're in that position, to help others. Assertiveness, have the confidence to say what you believe, and this is really about speaking your truth, and clearing the air, is the other message that I get with that. Laughter. Replace your current stresses with laughter. Again, getting back to that joy and humor. As you laugh, the stress goes away. Again, another message of trust under trust. So a double message of trust. Trust your feelings and listen to the voice within. So your intuition, is on point, and when you need it, it'll be there for you to do whatever you need to do moving forward. Destiny. We all have destiny and paths to follow. It's time to move forward. And again, moving forward on your path, and knowing that you have that relationship with spirit and that you can trust that. Standing in your power. Do not give your power away to others. It's okay to say no. And, if you don't, if you are listening to your intuition and you get the message to say, hey, this is not for you, or I don't think so, or whatever you get from your following your intuition. You have a right to say no if you feel that this is not for you. And then here we have twin flame. You may have met or you may be about to meet your twin flame. So maybe you have had a relationship with someone who could be your twin flame currently or in the past, or you may be meeting your twin flame um, in the near future. So I really do hope that this helps you, Leo. And much love and light, Lady T.